Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Chakowski, CEO of Duck Creek Technologies. Thank you for subscribing to V Formation and joining us in our new digital community. We're so excited about all the content we have to share, bringing you new business ideas, product innovations, and many industry case studies. Beyond what you'll hear from your fellow Ducks, you'll also hear from many experts across the industry. We have some great content coming from leading delivery partners, our whole network of solution partners, and you're going to hear from some very innovative and inspiring leaders who come from some of your peer companies. It's truly my pleasure to welcome you to our virtual event. But first, I'd be remiss if I did not acknowledge the current state of affairs in the world. We've all been doing our best to adjust and deal with the COVID pandemic. And we are now recently faced with new important challenges triggered by the senseless killing of George Floyd. This has rightly surfaced the historical and deeply rooted racial injustice that we have in our world today. And it leaves us all wondering, how can we play a larger role to make positive change? I want you to know that at Duck Creek, we are committed to playing our part with a heightened focus on diversity and inclusion. This aligns with one of our core values. We prioritize respect. This core value applies to each and every human being in the world, regardless of one's race, color, religion, sex, sexual orientation, or frankly, any background differences. Please know that we are listening and taking action to support positive change. In light of all these recent events, I truly hope that all of you, your families, your friends, and your colleagues are safe, healthy, and well. I also hope that you're well adjusted to our new work from home reality. Whether you're caring for a loved one, trying to manage young children in your work environment simultaneously, or simply trying to find a quiet place to do a video while you have a crowded house full of teenagers. I also hope you feel well supported by Duck Creek and our technology since the start of COVID-19. You already have a lot to worry about during these challenging times, and we believe that your core systems technology should never be a distraction. In fact, we see our Duck Creek platform as something that enables this virtual environment and our new work from home reality. So this brings us full circle, and it translates to hosting our annual users conference, Formation 20, virtually. Instead of everyone getting on a plane and traveling to Orlando, we're bringing the event to you, right where you are, delivered to the comfort of your own home. So please, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I always like to start by highlighting the important role that we all play in protecting people and businesses. Having worked at Allstate for over 7 years and having the privilege of working with hundreds of leading insurance carriers over the last decade, I've seen firsthand how our industry rallies to protect customers and restore their lives when catastrophes strike. This greater good that we do is truly inspiring. It's the power of creativity, and I find that to be nothing short of amazing. And the pace of this creativity will continue to accelerate. And we all play a role in this change by creating an environment where people and businesses are protected from life's uncertainties. It takes confidence in order for a person or a business to take risks that lead to amazing creativity and innovation. Just think about it. Think about the commercial risks taken by SpaceX as they launched their first manned mission and docked on the International Space Station, or the risk taken by a small owner who's very worried about their employees and takes risks to reconfigure their restaurant to do curbside pickup and outdoor seating for the very first time. We are at our best when we confidently protect our customers from risk so they can confidently drive our world forward. And I also know that this is a very competitive business. It's a crowded market. It's very difficult to differentiate. Trying to find the right balance between growth, underwriting profit, and providing exceptional customer experience. It is that innovative spirit at the heart of insurance that really motivates us here at Duck Creek. We're always trying to find the connection between the application of technology, the people and businesses that you protect, and the greater good that we're trying to achieve in insurance. You see, our experts wake up every single day trying to power you to shape a better future for insurance. Those that know me know it's been my life's work to apply technology to modernize and advance our industry. I'm absolutely convinced that technology innovation of our core systems will create better outcomes for our industry as a whole. And I see the cloud as this genuine foundation that is absolutely fueling innovation at an accelerated pace. Just think about it. Technology cloud providers like Microsoft are investing billions and billions of dollars each and every year to advance technologies in the cloud. And these cloud technologies are enabling vertical software providers like Duck Creek so that we can innovate at rates that have been previously unimaginable. And that's why at Duck Creek, we are investing so heavily in our leading SaaS solution for the P&C industry, Duck Creek OnDemand. In fact, we've been investing in Duck Creek OnDemand for nearly a decade. With the power and the flexibility of SaaS, combined with our low-code configuration approach, I believe that together, we can lead our industry to greater outcomes. So why does SaaS lead to better business outcomes? Well, there are 4 things that I really see at the heart of this: simplicity, accelerated innovation, speed of change, and staying current on technology. So let's break it down a little further. First, what does simplicity mean in a SaaS world? Well, we think it means transferring risk and complexity to Duck Creek, putting you on a more elastic architecture that can scale with your business. It allows insurance carriers to focus on what they do best. Things like product innovation, underwriting and risk appetite, or providing exceptional customer service. Secondly, how do we accelerate innovation? Well, frankly, I think the cloud has a big role in that. I am just enamored by the cloud. It's amazing what we can do today with 5 to 10 lines of code that historically would take us hundreds or thousands of lines of code. These are cool things like visualization of data, full text search, real-time integration of AI and machine learning algorithms. Third, why is the speed of business change so critical? Well, we believe that leading companies are simply more agile and they can adjust to changing environments. For instance, they launch new dynamic products that are tailored to unique customer needs and risks. And we want to enable the business to create products and change business rules and more rapidly drive those changes to their field operations. And we believe that's enabled through a combination of our low-code platform and our SaaS architecture, where the business can manage this through the entire insurance lifecycle, looking at business processes, and they can monitor, make changes, model those changes, and deploy them to their field environments with speed. And you're going to see continued investments with web-based tools that allow IT and business professionals to make those changes and self-service within our platform on a go-forward basis. And then fourth, why staying current is a game changer? Well, it's simply so you can take advantage of new innovation more consistently and more rapidly. And we at Duck Creek, we are focused on a whole new paradigm of keeping you up to date. SaaS inherently improves our ability to stay current through a very close partnerial model. But again, we're changing the paradigm. Something called continuous deployments and continuous integrations, where we can release new features through feature gating. They're turned off until you turn them on because your business is ready. And we're doing this with a select number of customers today, changing the way that they can drive the speed and rate of adoption of technology in their environments. And overall, customers are taking full advantage of our SaaS platform, really breaking new paradigms of speed and ingenuity. You know, we have a history of launching new digital businesses within larger insurance carriers. 2 great examples. First one is employers insurance. They launched a startup business called Casualty that has brought workers' compensation direct to business owners for small businesses. The second one, we worked with Berkshire Hathaway with 3 Insurance, where they provide a holistic commercial policy to the small business owner on a simple 3-page policy document. It's quite remarkable. We've also helped 3 different customers go live on new core platforms in less than 100 days. If you haven't read the recent press release, check it out. Munich Re. We helped Munich Re launch a new commercial line of business on a new digital platform for policy, billing, and claims in less than 90 days. Later this month, I'm very excited for you to talk with Chris Griffith, the CIO of UPC, and he'll talk about their core systems transformation. And I'm excited to announce that with AIG, they are standardizing on their enterprise initiative called AIG 200 on our policy platform. And then we've recently extended that relationship to include Duck Creek OnDemand for claims so they can better service their customers. You'll also hear from Wesley Hyatt of Liberty Mutual, where they are trying to deliver, using technology to deliver moments of delight to their claims adjusters. And it's really enabling their mission to take care of their customers. Last year of formation, you heard from Cavaris, and I'm happy to report that Cavaris has successfully migrated the full suite of Duck Creek policy billing claims to Duck Creek OnDemand SaaS in the cloud in just 10 months. We've also recently announced that the Hartford has selected Duck Creek OnDemand as the platform as they extended their relationship for auto and home insurance with AARP. And then finally, IAT and Mutual Benefit Group, 2 carriers that have successfully launched their core platforms and Duck Creek OnDemand in the cloud. It's truly a privilege to work with these great companies. And SaaS sets our industry path on an accelerated path for innovation and improvement. We need to move away from giant core system projects that create monolithic and inflexible business paradigms to solutions that are truly evergreen, always current, always evolving. So this year's theme of formation is leading the way. And we are proud to work with insurance carriers who are leading the way in insurance, driving this to a whole new paradigm. And we're certainly proud to play our part in this change as well. And over the coming months, you will have a great opportunity to hear from many of these leaders. We have so many sessions to choose from. Please take some time to explore V-Formation and see how Duck Creek customers are leading the way. And also, I encourage you to come back often so you can see the latest sessions as our agenda continues to grow and evolve. Duck Creek is also working on our products and services to lead the way. We're leading the industry to SaaS with Duck Creek OnDemand, and we have a number of proof points. I find this remarkable, but we already have more than a dozen SaaS core system go-lives in 2020 alone. We're providing new capabilities around automation and self-service, and you will see steady releases of capability that enable the business and IT, the users of our platform, to have more power and control. We're also leading the way with a compelling digital experience. Our aim is to really improve the user experience for internal users, producers, and your partners. We launch our digital engagement platform and our design system. And please make sure you pay attention to the launch of Duck Creek Producer. It is really cool technology and very, very compelling. So take time to watch those sessions. We're also leading the way with shared industry expertise, evolving our software within each line of business as well as our application functionality. We're focused on bureau circulars with ISO and NCCI, making significant enhancements to better support workers' compensation. We also have a ton of application enhancements. One thing we did during COVID-19 is we worked with our customers on enhancements to our billing product so they can better respond to rapid change of their business rules, things around deferred billings or changing their processes for after late payments. And we're leading the way to a thriving ecosystem where we're bringing together the industry's leading business partners so we can incubate and drive new ideas and business outcomes. We're launching a new platform called duckcreek.dev, It's an environment where partners and other insurtechs can have access to our core transactions that drive insurance. And it's much more than just an API. It's a platform that takes all of our collective wisdom and our business acumen to, in essence, orchestrate these vendor connections within broader business processes. It allows us to work with partners to build for speed and for the future, and simultaneously lower TCO. I am certainly humbled to be a part of this exciting change. I love just thinking about how technology can drive change in our future. I can't wait for you to hear from Chris Griffith from UPC and Wes Hyatt from Liberty Mutual. Just great examples of how we're changing the way that they serve their customers and streamline their operations at the same time. You'll also hear from Les Herman, Chief Digital Officer from Crum & Forrester, and he'll talk about how they're leveraging digital technologies to really address some of the changing demands from the business. I think you're going to find these sessions informational and very compelling. I'm also humbled to lead Duck Creek. Yes, I'm biased and perhaps a little too in love with my own homework, but I do believe that we have the best people in the industry. I hear this all the time from our customers, that our people are genuinely focused on their outcomes and their success. As I said earlier, we have an umbrella core value. We prioritize respect. Our people start with respect in every relationship. They care deeply about their work, their colleagues, their customers, and the world around them. In fact, during COVID-19, our Duck Creek team rallied to the cause. In our program, Duck Creek Gives Back, we have immense support for the Red Cross. And just by registering for this event today, we've made additional donations to support the Red Cross efforts and provide support during the pandemic. We've also enabled our employees to volunteer with the Red Cross as well as local COVID-19 efforts by using additional company-paid volunteer hours. And then I just think it's remarkable what some of our employees are doing with their own innovative acts. Knitting face masks. We've had an engineer out of Bolivar use 3D printing to provide protection to local hospitals. We have team members volunteering in very unique ways in their local communities. And also, I want to thank you, our customers, for your unwavering support during these challenging times. It's remarkable how our joint teams worked very closely in true partnership from the safety of our respective homes. Along with you, we continued all of our projects and plans, and we showed that we would not be deterred by COVID-19. In fact, since the beginning of March, we've had over 40 project go-live events. That is an increase from our historical run rate of projects. Your commitment to projects and outcomes has certainly inspired us to do our best work. So finally, I just want to thank you for tuning in and for listening. I truly appreciate the relationships we've built over the years, and it means a ton to me that you spend this time with Duck Creek to help us make a larger, more important contribution to our industry. It's a pleasure to see so many companies focused on change and improvement. And I'm talking to leaders in our industry that express so much optimism. And finally, I want to thank you for being a Duck Creek customer. Please know how much we appreciate the trust and the faith that you put in Duck Creek. We're excited to partner with you and together lead the way to a whole new industry, one that provides greater confidence in the whole world around it. Thank you very much.